Ooh, we got the sciences. Let's see. Let's see. What do I like here? Ba, 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 da, ba. I think the pugilist is just too good. There's no argument for taking eye twitch over it, I think. Arch, it's not bad, but it's not a pick here, I guess. What is the pick? Like Arch is like a C+ level card, so that's never the pick. Onslaught is a better card. Might be Rise. Rise of Extus or Mage Hunter's Onslaught, I think. It could also be Elemental Summoning to stay open. I think that's close. I think it's between Rise and Summoning. And I think I'm on Summoning because it fits a bit better with my initial card. Well, that said, if I end up Witherbloom, Rise is a better card, right? So it's more like, what do I like to play? I think I like Rise better than Summoning. Okay, interesting pack. Rip Apart is very good, obviously. Mage Duel is very good, so is Eureka Moment. I think it's Eureka Moment over Mage Duel for me. Although that puts me into blue. While with Mage Duel I could still end up in green. So maybe it's Mage Duel just for the flexibility of it all. I can see that being correct. I can see Mage Duel being correct here for staying flexible. I think Rip Apart is a better card than Mage Duel. But again, doesn't really fit with what we have going on. Well, Rip Apart goes nicely with my Rise, but I basically abandoned the Pugilist at that point. So I think it's just Mage Duel. Let's see who's at the table. Samurai Black. It's a fun name. Best card in the pack, I guess, is Humiliate. Doesn't go with my green cards though. I think it's Annihilation over Cram Session for me. We're on the same level though. Close, but it's more like, what do you pick first? Probably pick my first lesson over my second learn card. I'm going to miss Humiliate if I end up Silverquill. And I won't miss Cram Session or Annihilation if green is my lane, right? So I think I'm picking Humiliate here just as the best card in the pack. And now I think Hunt for Specimen is the best card in the pack. It's a C+, B- level card. It goes nice into Witherbloom with these two. It goes nice into Silverquill with these two. I think it's Hunt for me over anything else here. Okay, so there's a Witherbloom deck shaping up. There's also a possible Silverquill deck with Humiliate. Witherbloom command is not great. Not great at all, it's like a C level card. Silverquill Pledge Mage is like a B-. So I think I'll pick that up here. I could also pick Prophecy as my first lesson card, but I'm not big on it. I think I'd rather have, if I end up Silverquill, I definitely rather have the Pledge Mage. It's also playable in Witherbloom. I think it's Pledge Mage for me. Very Late Combat Professor. That's another Witherbloom command, that's funny. So 2 times the same unplayable rare. But this is a clean Combat Professor for me, and that makes me lean towards Silverquill. So that basically means we're disbanding these first 2 picks. There's also a summoning here, which is of note. There's also a blood researcher here, which is of note. Yeah, so Witherbloom definitely seems open. So I could pick the Woe Eater here as a hatch. Like if I end Silverquill, I'm hoping Squad, Allocation and Duskmage don't make my deck, right? And if I end up Witherbloom, I really like the Demigod. So I might just pick the Demigod here as a hatch. I'm giving off a bit unclear signals with that one, but I'm fine with that. Take the Leech Fanatic here. This is a pack of nothingness. I could take a Charge Through for my Witherbloom deck. Charge Through goes nicely with the Demigod. If I end up Silverquill, I don't hope to play Guardian, so I'll take the Charge Through here. I think this is my first lesson card in the form of Reduce to Memory. It's not the best, but I like it. Kinda like Adventurer's Ilpundles better, but I think picking a lesson up this free is very nice. Lots of nothingness, so I'll take the Volt Progress, Owlin Shield Mage. That's very nice. As an infusion, that's playable, but I hope to not play it, of course. Let's see. Oh. Ugh. That's unfortunate, but I think I have to pick that and try to splash it in my Silverquill decks. It is a bomb. It is an absolute bomb. Stone Cold bomb. The Putrefy is good, but it's not near as good as this dragon. So, guess we're playing Silverquill, trying to splash Velomachus Lorehold. What do we get here? Wow, this is a bad pack given my current plan. I think the best card in the pack is the Theorist. Somebody took the what's it called? The Archive card here. So this is just a very unlucky pack. Only one white card, only one black card. And both are close to unplayable. I can see picking up the Cultivate here. Cultivate allows me to splash in my green deck. So I'll do that. Here it's between Mana Tide and Study Break for me, which puts me back on the Silverquill track that I've been running. I kinda like Mana Tide, but not better than Study Break, of course, so let's pick the Study Break here. Another Study Break, which is very nice to see here. There's also a Lorette, which might wheel, but I'll happily take the Study Break. So far so good, I would say. Ba 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 da ba 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 da 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 da. This is a very good pack. It's between Annihilation and Study Break for me, I think. Third Study Break is kinda decent, but I need to start picking up lessons because I hardly have any currently. I have 4 or 5 learn cards now with hardly any lessons, which is bad. Probably have to work on that a bit. Can see Professor here for my Witherbloom plan. So I'm still picking some Witherbloom cards. Like I'm still open to the idea of being Witherbloom with a splash. Witherbloom splash a white red or something. If the draft goes has an interesting tail, let's say, then I might end up in that. My deck is not insane right now. Like, I have some good cards, but it's definitely not insane. I think it's the Shield Mage here. It's a nice card to have. It worries me a bit that I see so few Silver Gold cards. It's a bit worrying to me, but we'll see. Eager Furseer is a good card. I'll take that over any of the other cards. Seeing Burying Books here is savage. Same with Shock. Those are two very good cards that I unfortunately have to pass. Hey, there's a lesson. I'll take it. It's my second lesson so far. So far I don't have any Inklings, no 3/2s, no pests, so no summonings whatsoever, only an introduction and a reduce to memory. Would be nice if I can get some more. I'm hoping to not play 2 infusions. I already have a bit of problem with playing 1 here. I guess I'll take a Star Pupil here. Laurel Pledge Mage, I guess. Which makes me a bit more white and black. Can also play it with the red source that I sideboard for Laurel. I need to find the Sciences. I need to find Scrylands. This deck needs a lot actually to get anywhere. I'm not liking it a lot right now. I don't like my chances as they are. Also not seeing a lot of playables in the last few cards, which is unfortunate. Sorry. Let's hope I don't need to play the Guardian. I like Professor better than Warsinger. Warsinger would be another card that I splash. I am eyeing the pest summoning a bit because I hardly have any summonings. But I think the Professor is just way stronger. So I'll happily take that here. Ooh, there's a Flunk, that's very good. There's also a Combat Professor, that's very good. An Eliminate. And I would really like the Compass, but I'm of course not taking it here. So it's between Professor, Flunk and Eliminate basically. Professor, Flunk and Eliminate. I have Flunk over Eliminate, so if I have to choose between those two, I'm on Flunk. And I think my deck wants a removal spell here over a third Professor. So I'm taking the Flunk here. Kind of sad to let the Professor go, but that's life. Sometimes you need to let go. I think here I really like the summoning. That's definitely a welcome sight. Return pest color would be another splash in the direction of reds. Can also take the prophecy. I kinda need playables. Pest color is definitely a strong card. So I think I'm taking the pest color here over the prophecy. I would really like to pick the campus here, but I can of course not pick the campus over another flunk. There's even another humiliate in the spec and an agonizing remorse. I would be happy with all three of those. So I'll take my second flunk and be very happy about it. Okay, so suddenly my colors are open. It's always vague how that happens, right? So suddenly you have a pack with a professor, an eye twitch, a study break. Like if they would just give me this pack, my deck would be complete. If I could just take this pack, I would play eye twitch, professor, pilgrim, and study break main. Reduce and inkling would be very nice additions to my lesson board, and that would be it. I think it's between inkling and eye twitch here. I kind of like inkling given how bad my lesson board is. Maybe that's wrong, but that's how I felt about it. An anatomy, I need to make playables though. I need 3 more playables. It's anatomy over protection here for me, for sure. Okay, fine. Okay, I'm getting there on the playables. So now the option is apprentice or campus. I think I need the campus. I need a tap land and I want a red source for the Drake. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe it should just be apprentice, but I think I want to play the red spells at this point. I'll play a crushing disappointment. Play another pledge mage. This deck is not great, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. How big do I want my red splash to be? Because I can definitely use this 5-drop. Might just play this. My mana base is going to suck balls. Yeah, my mana base is going to be bad. But we'll take it. We'll take it, we'll take it. Take another reduce, I guess, over a relic slot. How am I going to... Yeah, this mana base is going to be horrendous. I can't really do a lot about it. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same again. Hey, Pelicooling. Welcome, welcome. This was a tough draft. Tough draft. I have no fixing. I'm a 3-color deck. Red is a splash. Maybe I can cut down on the black a bit. I can see cutting the infusion. I could cut the infusion and board in a 1/4 or something. This is tough. Yeah, better lucky. Yeah, better lucky than good. That's true. But this mana base is... it's tough. I'm definitely cutting 1 mountain. Maybe I want to play 7 white. I think I need this guardian or something. I need to stay alive early. Things will never be the same again. I kinda like Essence Infusion though in this deck. It's good on the first strikers if they don't kill it. It's good on the hunt for specimens, it's good on the star pupil, it's good on the first year. I'm not against it. Maybe it's just a 6/6/6 mana base. Maybe that's just the way it is. Things will never be the same again. So this is 7/7/4. I think that is the best I can do, honestly. Let's just try it out. I have a lot of card quality, I would say, with double flonk, 3 study breaks, the dragon, the pest collar. Like, if I stay alive, I can win games. Opponent's name is Smark. Give me a good opener. Good opener and we'll do this. Yeah, quality is absurd indeed. Okay, that is not a good opener. That's a mulligan, I guess. Oh, can I keep this? I don't think I can keep this. Like I need a specific source to play the Humiliate. People are always saying like however many mulligans you should take less mulligans. Do they mean I should keep these hands? And just gamble? I don't think so. I think the odds of this deck, this hand winning a game is just too low. This is a way better hand. Well, way better. Yeah, Pellicooling Mule, indeed. I took it. I took it. Hey, there's a second flunk. I'm going to flunk some things, I guess. Hey, dragon. Dragon spotted. Opponent 5 cards in hand, so flunk dealing 2. It's unfortunately not enough to kill the Cliffweaver. So I'll just take the turn and play out the Pledge Mage, and let's hope we draw a 4th land next turn so we can play the Combat Professor out. Yeah, this hand is way better. There's no such thing as not having a 4th land when you keep a 3-lander. Those are the odds. It seems like my creature is getting removed. Yep. Igneous Inspiration. That's fine. It's not a very valuable creature for me. I'd rather have them killing the Pledge Mage than my Professor. And they hit me for 2, so I'm not under any pressure right now. Which is good. Opponent hovering a lot, like unnecessary hovering. I'm not sure why they would just not all attack past the turn, but hey, who am I? That's unfortunate. No 4th lands while I kept a 3-lander. We'll take it, I guess. Currently 5 cards in hand, so flunk deals 2. It's also a bit unfortunate. But again, we'll take it. Okay, 5 cards in hand, flunk deals 2. Let's see if opponent is willing to play out a creature before combat. That is very nice. I guess we'll just flunk the 3-2, the 2-3, and get on with our lives, right? Like eventually I like to flunk the relic slot, but rather get rid of the Glyph Weaver. This is why you don't play spells in your first main, by the way, if you can also resolve them in your second main. These are the reasons. The reasons are plenty, but this is a very nice example. That is costing my opponent 2 damage. Hey! Land Combat Professor. I was considering study breaking flunk there, but I can take the 4 and I really wanted to get my creature on the board. Get in some damage on the crackback. Rural Pledge Mage. Ego first year. Opponent gets in for 4. Cool. Now flunk is actually dealing 4, so I guess I'll get rid of the relic slot while I can. And then I'll attack with the Professor. Opponent draws a card. So if I was opponent, I would play the 3-2 out here probably, and then leave a 2 mana trick up. That seems like a reasonable thing to do. Then you trigger both the First Year and the Pledge Mage and you get in. Okay. We're doing even cooler stuff, so this is going to be a 4-3 with haste. Ouchie! That's painful. It's one of those cases where first day of class is actually pretty good. So I assume they're running out that. Yep. Go. So now they have a 4-2, 4-2, and a 4-3. So I could jump the First Year, trade my Professor for the First Year. That's definitely something that I can do, but I don't like it. Could expand an anatomy, but the vigilance is not very powerful right now. I think I'd rather get one of the summonings. I think I'll get the 3-2. It blocks their 4-3 pretty nicely, which I like. So opponent offering the trade here. Don't think I want to take that. I'm not sure though. Like, it's 4 damage, it brings me down to 10. I'm clearly not a beatdown. Maybe it's just correct to take it here. To take the trade. Yeah, Pelacooling saying I kinda have to trade. I feel so too. It feels bad, but that's just the way it is. Okay, so given that we just traded, I kinda like running out the summoning, even though it's not very mana efficient. But it's a way better chumper than the Professor. So given the logic of our previous block, I think the 3-2 is just better here. Of course, if they have a removal spell, doesn't matter a lot. They would have used it on both creatures. If it's a shock, it's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I agree, Pelacooling. The 3 damage from the Professor, if I kept it up, wasn't going to do a lot. I agree. I agree. Yeah, so opponent offering the summoning for the summoning. I of course happily take that, and we're down to 11. And opponent is having 2 Pledge Mages. So we're allowed to play our 5-drop here, so we'll play our only Shield Mage. This is a tough spot to be in. Like, we have a 3-3, it's very likely that opponent has a trick. So I think I can make this block. Like, if opponent double attacks here, I don't feel like I can make that block. I'm not sure if I have the luxury to not block, but the probability of me getting blown out is just too big. Okay, so that's 8. I'm going down to 3 here. I'm not chumping this, no way. I'll go down to 8 and I'll see what I draw. They could even kill me. I mean, they only need to add 3. Yep, they got it. Okay. Good job. Maybe it was greedy not to chump there, but I think if I chumped there was no way for me to win that game, I think. Maybe you disagree, Pelacooling, I'm not sure, but that's how I felt about it. So opponent is pretty aggressive. I've seen the Defend the Campus, and I've seen an Igneous Inspiration, so quite a lot of removal. I like Essence Infusion, but not against a lot of removal. I think Pest Caller is a little too much value for this opponent, so I think I'll board that out. I think I'll bring in the Guardian, which is a pretty good chumper. I can see boarding out the Dust Speaker and boarding in the Essence Infusion. Like going full no nonsense. I can see that being good. Yeah, so let's go no nonsense, and then we'll go upper plains, upper swamp. Do it like this. Have 2 sources for my Laurel Dragon. Sounds good. Yeah, indeed. Blocking there is play not to lose. Not blocking there is play for the small chance that we actually win that game. This is a tough keep, but it seems like I'm going to drop a 3-drop, right, and have like 8 black sources in the deck. So I'm kind of likely to draw a black source at some point in time. Well, at some point in time, I'm pretty sure I'll draw a black source. I would be shocked if opponent kills me before I do. Okay, there it is. So we can keep the flunk up. If opponent plays out a land and a 2, we could flunk, but opponent does not. I guess it's Pledge Mage. It's one of the 2 Pledge Mages. I kind of like this Pledge Mage. If they're going to remove a Pledge Mage, I'd rather have them remove this one, I think. Because this one into Essence Infusion is pretty sick. Like a 4/4 first striker, that's kind of sick. That needs to be answered, basically. Is Igneous Inspiration, how do you do this? Igneous Inspiration, is that an instant speed card? No, it's a sorcery, right? So what are we looking at then here? Well, let's just attack, see what's up. Well, apparently not much is up. So I'll play out the Laurel Pledge Mage and again see what's up. Nope, they just passed the turn with 3 mana up. Heated is, yeah, it could have been Heated Debate, definitely. But I'm guessing it's not right. They probably would have always Heated Debated there. So here again, I'll just attack, play out the Shield Mage. It could be a board wipe. And also, what board wipe is it then? Is it the Archive board wipe? Would you play around a board wipe here, Pelacooling? I think I kinda should. I think I should not add more to the board here. Like I could add the Shield Mage, but then if they wipe the board, I'm kinda dead. I think I would play Leech. Yeah, so you would go like halfway by playing out Leech, I guess. I feel like if I'm going to play a creature, I'd rather play the Shield Mage, honestly. Okay, let's go for the Leech. No, I'd rather just spend all my mana. If they have the wipe, they have the wipe. If they don't have the wipe, then I'm not sure what their hand is, but we'll see what it is. It's not a red wipe, so it has to be the white wipe, right? Okay. That kind of suggests they don't have the wipe. Put this here. Give it flying. And attack with all. That's 11 damage. So I assume they're blocking the Pledge Mage here. They could also take 11. Yeah, that is definitely true, Pelacooling. The Shield Mage can definitely win a game by itself, while the Leech Fanatic definitely can't. Okay, it wasn't the wipe. So, given that surrender, we shouldn't worry about the wipe. So now that we're on the draw again, I Thinking of boarding in the Spirit, but it doesn't really block anything that they do. I think their hand must have been just horrible or something. So we're going to be on the draw. I think I'll leave the infusions in, even though they have a lot of removal. I think the life gain is just very good against opponent. So I'm thinking of maybe switching out an infusion for the Spirit. But I don't think that's adding a lot. Spirit is not a very good blocker against them. I didn't see a lot of X1s. So let's just go like this. Let's go like this, see what they do. Waiting on the opponent. That's a keep. Got my red source. It's a slow hand though. If the first thing I do is a 3-drop and they curve out 2 into 3, I might be dead. But I don't think you can mulligan these hands. Okay, that's a land, so that's not a 2-drop unfortunately. Next drop, 2-drop, let's go. 2-drop. Nope, another 3. That's very unfortunate, but at least I have 3 into 3. So I can go up the curve now, right? 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5, and then see where I leave my infusion. Okay, I'll take 2 here, and they probably play out a Laurel Pledge Mage of their own, I would say. That would be their... Okay, they play nothing. So again, that might be Screw or a Heated Debate. I play out my own Pledge Mage because it clearly blocks the first here. And it seems like they again have no turn 3. Not sure what kind of hands they are keeping, honestly. Like they had the 2, but... If they declare attackers here, do we block? We force them to use a trick, which will probably not allow them to further extend their board. So we trade Pledge Mage for trick plus tempo, basically. Seems like they're in doubt whether they want to attack here or not. They decide to claim and deal me 6. That is interesting. Because that's not putting me close to death. I don't think there are any sack abilities in white. Okay. So now I have 2 options. I can go Infusion Guardian, but then I make their Expel very good. So I think I'm going to play around Expel by just running out my Black Mage second main. I don't think I attack with the Pledge Mage. I think I'll leave it back to block the first here. So it's Age Guardian Infusion, play into Expel, or just leave it back. I think I'll leave it back. I think I'll run out the Pledge Mage and pass turn. And if they use their mana next turn, I have a great turn after. Like I have a great turn now, the next turn, because I can either Shield Mage or Guardian Infusing, depending on whatever they do. Okay, they can fight the 3-2 now, play out a land, play out a 3-2. That would be a nice chain of events. Nope, that's not it. Seems they're having a lot of 4/4 menace creatures in their hand. Okay. That's a 3/3 with haste that could attack. I would definitely block that though. Wow. Thank you, opponent. Thank you, thank you. You're far too kind. Opponent oopsing their way through life. No worries, opponent. I'm not mad. Simply like to win. Yeah. I would be shocked if this game isn't in the pocket, honestly. I think I can quite easily go all in here. So I deal a shit ton of damage. I gain a shit ton of life. And it looks like I'm the beat down from here on out. Opponent is very likely to remove the Pledge Mage. It's most likely the 3 colors and a white exile target creature with power 4 or more spell, I would assume. But that's fine. That'll cost them their entire turn. And I'll hit them for 6 next turn. And them being down to 6 with me having a shield mage on the board. Okay, it's even more interesting. It's a gambit. That's a gamble, but they sure. You take 3. I like the play pattern. But I don't think it's great deck building though. Okay, so opponent down to 7. I'll put a land on board. That's unfortunate, not having the scry land and stuff. This puts me behind a bit. What does this do? So for 5 they can flash this back. Currently they have 5 mana though, so it's not going to be useful anytime soon. Okay, Pigment Storm, and I'm down to just the Guardian. Wow. GG opponent. What a top deck. You love to see it. Oh, that top deck. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-bum. Bonk, bonk. GG. What a top deck. That game looked close for a sec. Until I drew my Mythic Dragon. That's just the way it is. Book it down. I think we can get one more best of 3 in before the others join me. So let's do that. Things will never be the same again. Abacada. Not sure what that means. Ay ay ay. This is a hand I'm most likely going to flood out with, but it's kind of nice to have all 3 of my colors. There's definitely some value in that, so I'll keep the hand. See where we get. If we can get some nice draws along the way, we could win this game. Okay, Pledge Mage. Pledge Mage of my own. Best line for them would probably be to remove my creature and then attack me for 3, but play out a mage. And there's definitely a world where I put an Essence Infusion. Oh, no. I'm doing it with Combat Professor, of course. That's by far the best line here. Attacking with a 3/2 Vigilant First Striker. Give them the option to double block here. And trade 1 for 1. Okay. I only have flyers right now, so it looks interesting to kill the Spectacle Mage here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's kill the Spectacle Mage. Well, at the same time, the Spectacle Mage can't attack me, right? because the 2/3 blocks it. So I kinda like it this way. This does allow them to play a 5 mana spell this turn. If they drop a red, they could Pigment Storm my 2/3. But they pop Quiz, that's fine. Okay, they don't have a land, that is very unfortunate for them. Think I'll just Crushing Disappointment, attack. Or attack, Crushing Disappointment, doesn't really matter. Think they're not blocking anyway, independent on whether I have mana up or not. Draw 2, find 2 lands, so I can play Pest Caller next turn if I want to. Could return the Crushing Disappointment to my hand to get some more value. So it's a spirit, instant or sorcery. It's quite strong to do this on Study Break because I can learn twice. I think that's better than doing it on Crushing Disappointment, but I don't mind doing it on Crushing Disappointments. Opponents spending a lot of resources to find their lands, which is kind of problematic for them. Okay, so they found a Plark. Plark will help them find more lands. So I don't mind killing Plark, honestly. Let's just attack, play out the Pest Caller. I think that puts the most pressure on them. Then get the Crushing Disappointment back or something. Yes, let's do that. Next turn I can Study Break the Spectacle Mage. I can attack for 7, which puts them down to 7. Okay, that's another flyer. Let me see. This leaves me with 2 mana. I kinda don't mind. Oh, that is Ward 2 though. So I can also do Pledge Mage, Study Break, pay the ward cost, deal 7. That doesn't really help me, right? Does it? I can make this a 5/5. I think that's cool. I can do this and then make this a 5/5. That seems good. I can even make this a 6/4. 6/4, 7/4. I can make it a 7/4 Vigilance. It seems sick. Let's go. 7/4 Flying Vigilance. I could even attack with the Professor, and then they have the option to trade here, chump this. I think I kind of like just getting in for 7. Are they chumping? No, they're trading. That's fine. I'll happily take a trade here. No worries. Also gained me 7 life. Okay, they discard draw, so they're trying to find their lands, obviously. Maelstrom Muse, it's a good flyer. Let me see, what does this do? When it attacks, you may put an instant or sorcery card from your graveyard on the bottom of your library. That's kind of good, right? I can Study Break and then do that, and then I can play whatever 5-drop I find. It seems good. So they probably use the Plark ability, I would assume. Yep, they do. And I'll take the... Could also be reduced to memory, honestly. Could also be an extra flyer. Could be the Expand Anatomy. Maybe it's just the Anatomy. I'll take the flyer. It's the safest bet. Next. I'll have this get vigilance. Thank you very much. Put an instant or sorcery card into your library. Sure, I'll put the study break back in my library. I'll draw a Rise of Extus and a Swamp. That is very disappointing because I think I already played out a land. Nope, I didn't. Lucky me. Lucky frucky me. Seriously. Yeah, and opponent had enough. That was lucky. I wasn't sure whether I had played a land out. I could have done it. As in, I was not actively thinking about drawing lands there, but apparently I didn't, so good for me. Their deck seemed rather aggressive for a Prismari deck, to be honest. Like Spectacle Mage, Aerialist, Pledge Mage, looks like they're trying to be aggressive. I kind of like Guardian against them, because it blocks the 3/3 so cleanly. I think I'm getting rid of the Pest Caller. And I might get rid of one mountain. Board in another plains. Kinda like that. Yeah, so I made my deck a bit lower to the ground this way, a bit less greedy, and I think that's good because I'm on the draw. And it seems that their deck is aggressive, so I like to have the Aegis Guardian in here. Let's go. So around 20 more minutes and then I expect Sierkovitz and Jason to show up. I can keep this. Yep. I have enough white sources to make this a keep. So I'll let's hope I draw a white source for Humiliate on turn 2, and otherwise I'll leave the flunk up and I'll flunk whatever they play. I need a white source by turn 4, but I think that's likely. We'll see, we'll see. I just think the odds are in my favor to fight a white source, honestly. I would have liked the Campus Guide in my deck, definitely. Ooh, my second red source, interesting. Sure, I'll play that out. So we could definitely flunk this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Flunk this. Take a lot less damage, but I think there are better targets to flunk than the Campus Guide. It is 2 free damage I'm giving them. It's definitely 2 free damage, but I think there are way better targets to flunk here. If they play out their rare or something. Or maybe a 2/2 flyer. Pledge Mage is also a nice flunk target. Hey, a white source, let's go. Fortunately, a creature you control. So I'm not getting the counter, but I am getting a look at their hand. So I can get Test of Talents. We can get Prismari Command. Target player creates a treasure, draws 2 cards, discard 2 cards. Deals 2 damage to any target, or I get the Vortex Runner. It might be the Vortex Runner, honestly. Like, this is doing nothing to my Professor, right? Guess it's the Vortex Runner. That applies the most pressure. Could also be Test of Talents. Let's see, what kind of spells do I have in my deck? Like Crushing Disappointment, Hunt for Specimen, Flunk. It's kind of good against a lot of the stuff that I'm doing. Maybe it's just Test of Talents. Maybe it was too greedy to do the Vortex Runner. Not sure. Like, discarding Test of Talents there brings me closer to the late game, I would say. Yeah, they double attack. I think I'll chump the guide and then I'll allow them to kill my Professor. I need to get rid of the Prismari Command anyway. And it'll cost them their entire turn to do this. Yeah, that's fine. Sure, that's nice. They get some card filtering there, but I'm afraid of getting run over. Oh. Ay, ay, ay. That's one of the worst cards to see. Poet's Quill. That card is insane. Ooh, that's very good for me though. I think I'll just run out my Professor. There are a couple of things I can do. If they quill this, they deal me 3 and they gain 3. That's not horrible. And if they want to annihilate my Professor, I'm totally fine. I want to give them the option to annihilate my Professor. Like, I'm not blocking here. Please annihilate my Professor. Nope. Okay. So now the question becomes, do I flunk or do I shield mage? Is it greedy to shield mage here? Don't think so. It's very mana efficient to play shield mage here, which I like. Let's see. I'm going below 10 here, that's unfortunate. Okay, that's very good for me. Hey Jasper, welcome, welcome. I'm drafting a bit here before Pawel and Jason come in to talk set. Okay, so this is an easy flunk for me. And opponent is basically out of cards. And they have 1 Poet's Quill on the battlefield. So if they stumble with their draws a couple of times, I think I win this game. Probably should have done that second main. But if I click really quickly, it's almost like it was second main. Hey, that's a good card. That's a very good card. So that's a 4/5. Ooh, Harrow. I kinda like running in the 3/3 and then doing this in their turn. The Lucky Luke of Arena? Is that so? Am I that lucky? Am I famous for being lucky? I don't think so, right? I wasn't aware of it. Like, I'm definitely getting my... Oh, the finger quick priority passing. Yes, 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 for sure. That's for sure. Ooh, wow. I could kill the... So what's better? Killing the creature, giving them a 3/2 is horrible, right? Maybe it's just annihilation? So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9 with anatomy. That's not lethal. I think it's just annihilation here. As long as they don't find a creature, their Poet's Quill is useless, basically. Adapt, okay, that blocks. Okay, that blocks even better. I think it's still annihilation on the Dusk Speaker, though. I kinda like that. I don't want them to get the option to get extra spells. I'd rather get it over with. Now I just only shield mage, I guess. Deal 3. I'm pretty clearly signaling that I don't have a trick here, but if I was opponent I would snap block that. If opponent attacks here, I'm quite likely to double block that. Let me think about that. Yeah, I think that's reasonable, honestly. Just double block. Get rid of the creature. I have quite some learn cards in the deck still. I have 2 study breaks. a hunt, so that's 3. Rise of Axis is 4. So 4 learn cards. Crushing would be great because it would draw me cards. Laurel Dragon would be great, of course. My own Dusk Speaker would be really great, so I have a lot of value in the deck still. Also 9 lands though, so I'm almost 50-50 to draw land. 40% of to draw land is quite a lot. Aye, that's a strong card. That's one of my worst draws outside lands, basically. I think I'll just get in for 3. Keep that clock going. Force them to act at some point. Run out the Guardian. Yeah, top deck the Dragon and I'm good. Pellet Cooling, that's for sure. This is a close game though. If opponent attacks here, I'm kinda unsure what to do. It's pretty likely that they have a trick up, and then killing the Adapt would make a 4/4, which would be horrible, right? I think if I'm blocking something here, it's definitely the Expressionist. Okay, they're making that a 5/5. I could jump with the Star Pupil, put the counter on the Shield Mage and continue with whatever I was doing. I mean, they gain 5, but I also deal them 4 on the crackback, so that leaves them at 8. And it gives me another draw. Gives me another look at my deck. So I think this is the safest block, let's say. There's the least risk in just blocking like this. Put the counter there. If they have a removal spell, that's fine. I think if they have a removal spell for the Shield Mage, it's not looking great for me anyway. And if they don't, then 4-power flyer is better than the 3-power one, right? Okay, that's an unfortunate draw from opponent. That's very good. If they target Shield Mage, they pay 3 though, so it's not very useful to target the Shield Mage here. They still do it. Well, at least it won't block the Frost Rider. Hey, that's a good card. That's a good card. That gets me Inkling Summoning to block the 2/2 flyer. Seems good. Oh, I could also reduce to memory the Expressionist. If I reduce to memory, I think that's the best thing I can do here, honestly. Yeah, let's reduce to memory. Why are they hovering their own creatures? That is very interesting to me. If they have a response to my reduce to memory, I think I lose this game. But if they don't have a response, I think it's looking good. Is there a world where I pick the Expanded Anatomy and put it on the 1/4? And just attack with it as a 3/6 Vigilance that can then block the Expressionist? That could also be good. That could also be good, honestly. It's reduce or anatomy here. Maybe I'm too aggressive. Maybe I'm just wired wrong. I'm not sure. Not sure what's up with me. Maybe I'm just wired the wrong way. I just hate getting outdrawn, basically, so I rather get games over with, basically. That's an interesting block to me. Ah, okay. They had the trick. They had the trick all along, so the reduce wouldn't have been good either. Yeah, this is very unfortunate for me. I think reducing there would have made it a bit easier because then they had to... I think you had to take out that quill. That was a line, for sure, yeah. There was definitely a line as well. I gambled and I lost. Let's say it like that. Yep, I gambled and I lost. No, that's definitely true. That's definitely true, Steve. Hey, Mercurio, doing well. Currently 1-0 in a best of 3 draft. Just an old-fashioned traditional draft. And I guess we've lost this game. Let's go to game 3. I'm just dying on the crackback here, right? Yeah, Poet Quill, yeah. That was a sick draw from opponent. I think opponent drew that at the point where we were top decking, so that was kind of unfortunate because it found them a creature and an equipment to put on it, so that was strong. Show me the trick, opponent. I'm fine with giving you the shield mage for the 4/4. Guess we're discarding a land here. Hey, there's my Guardian again. Hello, Guardian. What you up to? This is not looking good for our hero. By the way, thank you everyone. People are slowly dripping in. I expect Jason, after this game I'll dive into a call with Jason and Sierkovitz, I expect. What do I rather lose? My 1/4 or my 2/2 first strike? I think I'd rather lose my 1/4 at this point. Lore Hold Dragon. Lore Hold Dragon. Lore Hold Dragon. Sing it with me. That's not a Lore Hold Dragon. That is a chump blocker for the 5/5 though. Yeah, opponent back at full life again. Yeah, at some point in time I decided to not take out the Poet's Quill when I could have, and that was probably a mistake. And Steve pointed that out to me, or at least, well, maybe it's Steve. I'm not sure. But yeah, that was definitely a point in time where I made a decision that probably killed my win percentage. Opponent having a field day here. I'm just looking at what my opponent has in the deck. I mean, we still have 2 matches to go. Rise of Extus. Harrow. It keeps me alive, actually. Does it? Yeah. No. It doesn't, right? 1, 2, 3. Yes, it does. They have an enemy, yes, but I can get a blocker. I can get a 3/2. So now I could... So now reduce does nothing. So now I have to get the 3/2, I think. Doesn't really matter whether I get the 3/2 or the 2/1, but I think the 3/2 is better. Now they need to put it on the Adept and they can only deal me 2 basically. Let's see, so 2 with Quill. Anatomy on the guide, and then Quill on it. Gives it 5, right? Then I need to chump it. They're not even going for it. Or are they? Yeah, they are. They are going to force me to jump. That is fair. All fair and square. I'm still alive. Boom. Are we showing this dragon though? What does it do? Cast an into a sorcery spell, blah blah blah, from among them without Burian's mana costs. Am I ever doing it? Like if it has vigilance, right? So if I get an essence infusion, I'm kind of doing it. If it's essence infusion, I'm doing it. It is essence infusion. We're doing this, chat. We're doing this. Let's see. This would be the comeback of the freaking year. Ay ay ay. Opponent has no attacks. Oh man. This is frustrating. Do we have any more learn? Yes, because you want to get rid of the quill still, right? I do have 2 study breaks. So that, yeah, so 2 study breaks basically. So in my next attack, I'm pretty likely to get a study break, right? Because those other 6 cards, went to the bottom. So basically, I have 2 study breaks in my top 9 cards, and I'm looking at 7. So I'm quite likely to find a study break. I guess we're still losing this though. It would be nice if this was a spell. But whatever, we're still attacking. Okay, so do find the study break. Doesn't matter what we top down. It doesn't matter at all, because it'll untap anyway. Might be reduced still, right? If I deal 7 here, how much do they have on the crackback? 1, 4, 4, 2, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11. If I block the campus guide, that's 11. That's not lethal actually. Oh, but if I give them a 3-2, that's lethal, right? So I can't give them a 3-2, unfortunately. I can't give them a 3-2. Plark is sick as well. Like everything is sick basically right now. I think I need to make a 2-1. Unfortunately. If this was a spell, we might have had a chance. Hey, thank you for following Fourth Galaxy. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We are trying to solve a game that I basically threw 15 turns ago. But we're still going. We're still not dead. Which is interesting. We've shown our opponent a lot of our deck. Could have made the decision to surrender years ago, but we're still fighting. Mercurial transformation ending our life here, which is unfortunate. We do have a dragon. Yes, that is true for sure. Yeah, it's a pretty fun game, Steve. We're definitely trying. I think from the point on where I failed to kill the quill, I think most of our decisions have been right. Agree? Like, I think from that point on we played pretty well. Ay, ay, ay. We're dying here. 8, 9, 10, 11. GG, opponent. Yeah, the 2 4/4s, that was a good draw for them. Definitely, but... Okay, so we're back on the play. I can see getting out the Guardian, bringing in the Pest Caller again. Getting out a Plains, getting in a Mountain again. You know what they say, ain't no mountain high enough. So I'll bring 1 extra in. This brings us back to our initial configuration of the deck. And I think I prefer this on the play. I can see bringing in the 1/4 over the Essence Infusion, kinda. Opponent is playing a rather aggressive deck. I kinda like the 1/4 against his opponents. It kept me alive quite some time. What do I get rid of? Do I get rid of a study? Do I ever get rid of a study break? No, right? And I like the Star Pupil with the infusion too much. But maybe that's just stupid. Maybe I'm just stupid for liking the Star Pupil. Like, I was so high on the Star Pupil when we did the initial archetype review. I'm still sad of it being bad. That's basically the problem. That's basically the issue here. Let's see if I can bring Hangouts up already and start a group chat with Pawel and Jason. Let's see. There they are. Okay, I would like to play first opponents. Ooh, sweet mana base, a 2-drop. This is the best hand I had this entire event, basically. Sorry, I was starting up the meet call. Okay, let's see when Jason and Pawel join us. For now, we're just finishing the match quickly. Yes, indeed, it does require a very aggressive aggro decks, that I agree on. What do we like here? I kinda just like summoning. It's basically the best card early in the game when you have little to no information on what opponent's hand is. I guess we'll get in for 1 and play the 2-1 here. Opponent could be leaving up a counter spell. Yeah, test of talents. Well, I only have 1 opponent, but it gives opponent insight in not only our hand but also our entire deck, which is unfortunate, but we'll take it. Opponent testing my talents. I don't think there's a world there where we play around the counter spell. I mean, we have so much gas still in hand. And in limited, it's definitely likely that an opponent does not have a 2-drop. Like, it's not insane. I would keep hands without a 2-drop. So I think playing around the counter spell that early is losing you a lot of pressure for not much gain. I mean, we traded 1 for 1 here in cards. Opponent did gain some value though. Sees our hand coming now, basically. We'll start the review in a couple of minutes. My best of 3 match is just taking a bit longer than expected. I did start the meet call with the boys already, but quickly letting them know that the meat call is up. Okay, so that's a 4 mana. That's very convenient. So that allows me to double spell. I kind of like just offering the trade here, attacking for 1. Opponent not taking it. I'll play out the Guardian and I'll leave up the flunk. I think opponent cannot attack with the 2-1 here, so that's staying back. If opponent plays out a card, that leaves them with 4 cards in hand, and my flunk will be a -3/-3. Okay. I'll do the same thing. I'll attack with everything and I'll play out the Shield Mage. Ooh, I can also just attack with the 1-1, deal them 1, leave the Guardian back to block the guide, and then if they either counter or remove the Shield Mage, I still have my blocker. I think that's better. Dealing them 1, playing out the Shield Mage. They know I have this in hand, so it's kind of likely that they have a response. Well, they have a response, but it's not preventing me from playing an Island Shield Mage, which is good. Jason says, I'm not seeing it. Copy link. And send it over to Jason. Send it over to Pawel. Hey, that's a 4-3. What happened there? Anatomy? That's kinda all in from opponents. Sure, no blocks. Hey, that's a pest caller. Do I have a target?
Hello.
Hey Jason, stream can already hear you, but not see you yet. I'm quickly wrapping up best of 3.
I see. I don't know about my camera quality. That's my main concern for whether or not I should show video. But
it's up to you, mate. Like it's totally up to you. Let's see. Do you have your camera on right now? Hey,
I
yeah.
do have my camera on.
Yeah, it's kind of okay. It's
Okay.
It'll do. Hey, Pawel.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, stream can already hear you, but I'm wrapping up best of 3 match quickly.
Oh, wait. Why can't... Oh, God. No, my headphones are not working. Just give me a second.
How are you doing, Jason?
Good.
Is it morning over at your side?
No, it's 3 in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, 3 in the afternoon. Okay.
East Coast.
Yep.
I think I am the beat down right now. I think I'll take the 4 here. Take the 4, play the study break, get in for some damage.
I should open up your stream to see how you're doing.
Oh yeah, sure, go ahead, go ahead. I could even get the expanded anatomy to get some extra damage in here. I kind of like that.
It's still too early. Children are listening. I'm talking about extended anatomy.
Expanded anatomy. Opponent down to 3, and we got our flunk up. Also have a 3-3 blocker. This is looking okay-ish. There are definitely ways for opponent to get out of this situation, but it requires some very specific cards, I would say.
Draconic Intervention would be a good start.
yeah, that would be a very good start.
Hate that card. Wait a second. I need to plug myself, basically. In.
Sure, sure. I haven't seen Draconic Intervention yet, though, and it's match 3. Okay, got it. Our hand brings us all 3 of our sources, a flunk, a playable 5, and 2 study breaks. I guess this is a keep in this deck. It wouldn't be a keep if we were an aggressive Silver Quill deck, I think. Well, it might still be a keep, but it's more of a keep in the value type of deck that we are playing. So let's see how this goes. Eager first here, that's flunkable. You're so flunkable. Do we flunk right now? We could also study break and then get a playable 3. We could get an Inkling, for example. I'll decide on opponent's next turn. Okay, so this makes my study break a lot better. Well, not a lot, but now I can bounce both. I can also just flunk the Dina, honestly. I'm not sure how good Dina is, though. I kind of like killing the Dina here. Not sure. First year, Dina. Let's kill Dina. Let's let them deal the damage so that if they have a response to the flunk, they don't get an extra damage. And now I'll just flunk the Dina. Maybe they want to sack their first year. Nope. Okay. Hey, that's a first year of her own. That's a very nice draw. Definitely playing that out. And if they offer the trade, we're definitely blocking this. We are, oh, hello, that's 5 damage we're taking. Removal spell would be nice, but we're fine with just playing the study break on their turn. Opponent so far has been playing a lot of stuff main. I get the main field trip here though. It does make the first year bigger. Hey, welcome back, Pawel.
You mean to Jordan?
Yeah, I switched to the 2-man interface, but I was too...
I know, I heard everything. I didn't remove my headset.
No way! Okay. What do we do here?
I didn't listen that carefully.
Okay. So we could get an introduction, kill the 5/4 and hope that whatever they draw is worse. We can get a reduce, but that makes their 5/4 into a 3/2, so I don't think that's valuable. We could get our own expanded anatomy. That makes us have a 5/4 of our own, basically.
I don't dislike the anatomy because you will leave up the study break in case of some shenanigans, and your guy will be bigger and untapped for at least one turn.
That's something I like. Yeah. Does drawing the star pupil here change your mind, or is it still same plan, right?
I guess they don't have. I guess they don't have like a lot. You can put star pupil as a chump and keep study breaks for later. That's fine. So extended anatomy and star pupil for chumping.
Yeah, that's a play. Yeah, that's a line. Sure. Yeah, I like that. I actually kind of like that. Let's see what they make of it. Unfortunate, but we'll take it.
Well, now you know. No. Yeah, tricky. I would play closer to the fire. You know.
Yeah. Think I'm running out.
I think you want to study break it.
We still have the chump, right? We can just get out.
Yeah.
We can run out of 5.
Okay.
Close to the fire, you were saying, right?
Okay.
Yeah, wrong name in the overlay. Definitely. I was too lazy to fix the overlay. It's just for one game. I mean, I need some sleep eventually. Oh, Harrow. That's going to save their. Okay, let's make this a 4/4 flyer.
It doesn't stop from exiling, so you know.
That's true.
And now you race with the study breaks. That's it.
That's it.
Play the nice pledge mage attack and.
Yeah, that's the plan. Let's go. Kind of like it. I mean, they need to make it into a 3/2 eventually, right?
Or they won't, and you just kill them.
We can just kill them in the air. Yeah. Okay, that's.
Oh, that's a good top deck from them. Oh, look, we have this elusive Abzan deck.
Yes.
By the way.
Our opponent is right. Oh no! I failed there.
Okay, put it in close to the fire, mate.
Yeah, just take 5.
Close to the fire.
No blocks. Yeah. Hands off, basically. Didn't even have to run out our study break. Look at us. I don't mind running in the pledge mage. I mean, if they wanna
attack, make them think. Worst case scenario, you play the study break for nothing and exile the other guy, and you're happy.
They're just taking.
See,
Let's go.
they took it.
Okay, now I need
Now
to
don't forget the top. Okay.
put a stop somewhere. Let's go. So I'll put a stop at combat, right? Yeah. So now
Yeah.
I'll put a stop. Okay. What do you like getting here? Do you like the Inkling or the introduction?
Introduction. You want to have that as a sort of insurance. You kill them anyway. I mean, you have.
Right. We're killing them anyway. Let's see. 4. 5.
Okay. If they don't, well, whatever they. No.
We have lethal here if they don't use this.
Yeah.
If they don't use it, we lethal them. That's a fun lethal.
Okay, lethal.
So
easy lethal.
Yeah.
No. Because they can throw a removal. Just study break. Oh no. Okay.
Oh,
you
we
need
do.
both.
We
Okay.
yeah. No. We don't.
Study break and then whatever.
Yeah. Just play out
Inkling.
the 3/2 spirit or something. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Easy game.
Easy game, easy life. Wow. Even with the punt, we got him. Even with the punt, we got him. So what were we facing? We were actually facing the famous Absent token deck. We didn't see a lot though. We know that
they have in sideboard.
We know that they have not a lot. We could board in Guardian if you want to be defensive. We could board in an Infusion if we want to be very aggressive. But I kind of like our value backend.
You don't have anything to sacrifice. I was thinking like, how about claim?
Yeah, we don't have a sacrifice outlet, unfortunately.
Aye.
We could board in Infusion. I mean, we haven't seen any removal outside of Closing Statement, basically. But yeah, we didn't see many cards.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's run it back. Looks good.
Just keep it. Yeah, keep it.
If you don't know what to do, just say let's keep it like you mean it, and then it'll all be fine.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Indeed. Hashtag keep. We got our 3 sources again.
Yeah, well, easy keep.
Easy clap keep. Boom.
Look, just like, you know.
Fnatic into Humiliate. Let's go. Hello.
Oh, Study Break is just such a busto card.
Yep. Oh, we had 3 in the deck, so declare attackers, no blocks. Run out of field trip. Okay, that allows us to humiliate them. They don't have many learn cards, it seems. I guess this is a humiliate, right?
They have 5 cards. Yeah, you can just. It's good to know what we're playing against.
Indeed. And I also like my Fnatic being a 3/3.
Pilgrim.
So
Pilgrim
they don't have a white source right now. So we could get Warning just because of that reason. Warning makes their Fnatic a 3/3 as well.
Because they ramped quite a lot, I would probably take the Selfless Glyph Weaver. Because, you know, they are drawing 1 white source and they're getting awfully close to that 8 mana.
Yes, okay, I like that.
Although, you know, it's quite heavy on the black, but...
And if they want to make their Fnatic into a 3/3, then fine, be my guest, we'll flunk it later.
Exactly.
There's the white, there's the Pilgrim. So from this point on out, I don't think our Fnatic is attacking anymore, right? Oh, maybe with the study breaks.
What do you mean? It's always attacking.
It's always attacking.
If they want to use the Professor's thing, you just flank it. Easy.
Do you like first year keep flank up?
First I would swing.
Yeah, of course. We're always swinging, but I like to have the game plan figured out before I do anything.
Yeah, no, if they block, then you flank. If they don't block, then it would be nice to have a second white, but
Yes, second one.
I guess eager first year is the thing, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, agree. Okay, they go for it. Okay. Sure.
Okay, well, then eager first year, easy.
Easy first year. Also note that their trick won't save the fanatic from the flunk, which is
yeah, it can make it +1/+1 though, if they have enough.
Yeah, but flunk is still going to kill it.
Yeah. So I would probably block the.
Yeah, we would have blocked. That was
Yeah.
the point I was trying to make. Yeah. So here we attack with the fanatic again.
Both. We attack with both.
Let's see if they put a counter on it, then you flunk it anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I like it. We're the beat down. Master
It's no
tracks.
plan B. Just attack.
Just attack. Why would you not attack? I like it. Oh, hello. Harrow. Let's see.
Yeah.
This just
Well,
kills it,
we
right?
got a different trick, but we got one trick.
Yeah.
Maybe they will be. Maybe they will punt.
Let's see. Let them respond. Yes, please. I would like you to respond. Nope, they don't. They should have played the tricks the other way around.
Yeah, that would have been blowout for us, to be fair.
Indeed,
but
that would have been a blowout. Yep. Not
there we go.
Not leaving study break up here, just playing out the pupil. Oh. Yes, do that in your main phase 1. That's exactly what we needed. Boom.
That was the one.
Got
that was a quick one.
Got the trophy. That's how you do it, Pawel. Just play mediocre
Don't tell me. I mean, I do it routinely, you know.
Yeah.
Just tapping your creatures is a very valid strategy in this game.
That is so true.